Hello and welcome to The Wrong Podcast, a show where we watch and discuss all the films and lifetimes of the Wrong series. I'm Claudia,
Hey, and I'm Jory.
and today we're talking about The Wrong Cruise, 2018, directed by, of course, David Dakota, and written by Nick Everhart, Jeffrey Schenk, and Peter Sullivan. Schenk, not Schneck, Schenk. Jory, what do you think of The Wrong Cruise?
This was the most it felt like a police procedural, like a show that belongs on like CBS or like NBC or something. I went in thinking, "Oh man, this I can't wait to see how it's the wrong cruise." And then about like 50 minutes in, I was just kind of like, this is missing like fun.
Exactly, yeah. I this was definitely the most fear-mongering of the 6 films we've watched so far.
Absolutely.
Like it,
On
it's
like levels
it's
that I would not expect them to have fearmongered from the wrong cruise and from the jump. The
yeah,
I would not expect to have like personal data safety fearmongering be in this
just
movie.
immediately, basically in the credits.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it barely comes up in the plot. Like I know that that's like how they have some information on them, but like it really is not super relevant.
No, it's like a means to an end, which I think
Yeah.
if you're the like target demo for this movie, it's probably good enough. But when you're two adults who have been I'm not sure about you, but I'm just making the assumption because it's like all of us on the who've been pretty online for most of their lives, it just comes across as very silly.
Yeah, yeah, no, like my dad has been a sysadmin my whole life, so like
Even
I
better.
I have been fairly technologically tuned in since I was like 5 years old, and I'm like, I don't know about this, man. This dude, the dude is hacking from the Matrix.
Yeah, it has the like raining green text on his
Yep.
computer.
You and I took a tolerance break since we last
Yeah.
recorded because I went on vacation for a bit.
Yeah.
Uh, but I forgot to write predictions for this one. What were your predictions and questions?
I had a couple. I thought that the wrong cruise would be that the like weird obsessive guy would be the captain. I thought the
Mm.
captain of the boat would be the like sort of antagonist who it'd be kind of like the wrong student where it's not like a secret hiring plot to get her, it's just like a captain with a weird troubled past related to his captain. Maybe she like Vivica A. Fox reminds him of a like past love or something and he's just obsessive.
Kind of like a wrong man kind of thing too.
Yeah, I thought maybe there would be a point where she's like early on invited to the captain's table because I you see that in like boat stories is because that's like
Mhm.
an important place to be. I've never been on a boat or cruise, which I forgot. I was gonna ask you if you'd ever been on a cruise before.
I have been on a cruise. My in-laws, for some fucking reason, on my wife and I's first anniversary, not wedding anniversary, like dating anniversary,
Oh,
sent us on a cruise to fucking Mexico and the Cayman Islands and somewhere else. I got very seasick. That's the whole story,
yeah.
really.
Okay, like, I haven't been on a cruise ever, but I sometimes see the like very niche interest cruises, and I'm like, man, either going on the tabletop RPG cruise is awesome or a
Ooh.
nightmare. There's no in between.
Yeah. Aren't there like true crime cruises?
True crime. There's a wrestling cruise. There's the Weezer
Oh,
cruise. There's the Paramore cruise. Motion
not the
City
Weezer
soundtrack is
cruise.
doing a cruise. The Weezer cruise would probably be a nightmare because then you're stuck with other Weezer fans.
Yeah. Oof. That's the wrong cruise.
Yeah. But yeah, it's something that I recall from whenever I've seen like drama stuff or just like TV shows with the boat is like character gets invited to the captain's table because that's where you get to hear the captain tell his stories, and you hear him like recall the story that gives him his weird personality for the movie. Uh,
Yeah, that
I
sounds right.
I was also thinking this one is a wild swing, and I'm disappointed it didn't happen because it would have been a better movie. The captain was going to threaten to crash the cruise ship because she won't,
Oh
Vivica A.
man.
Fox won't cheat on her husband. Because
Oh, that would
I,
have
I
been
also thought
great.
it'd be kind of like a girls' trip kind of cruise. Um,
Mm.
because of like the idea would be she'd be with like friends, but not like a safety support system like her family, husband, kids, or anything. She'd be on like a more of like a girls trip, like friends from college. I might also be projecting because my girlfriend is on a trip with friends from college at the moment, but but that was kind of where I was at with this. Where she'd be like all alone without her like primary support network to help her out with whatever trouble she gets into.
Yeah, I mean, not completely wrong. Do you want to get into it?
Sure. So the movie starts with B-roll footage of a cruise because the version that we both watched was ripped straight from the television. Had the
Yep.
credits for whatever was playing beforehand right under.
Which was
Um
very funny.
and then it cuts to some random middle-aged white lady tied up in a in a like nicer house, uh and she just like runs out and then runs to a door and tries to like pull on it to get in, and she screams and is grabbed, and it goes the wrong cruise. And it's like what is going we've gotten previously with most of these movies when we've gotten this like prologue intro thing, it's like set us up in a way that I think we have like a vague idea of what's going on. There's like a stalker, there's with like the wrong child, we know why, we can see why the kid's like fucked up, whatever. But here is just kind of like Law and Order pre-credit sequence where we know very little, which is fine for that. For this, no clue how it ties into the cruise because nothing that it has shown has given us any indication that her being tied up is related to the cruise or vacation, and we don't connect those until like minute 30 or 40. Like,
Honestly, it might even be later.
because I'm thinking like there was a lot of points in this movie where when I went to write something down, it's like there's something weird about this, and then the characters would acknowledge the thing I wrote down.
Yeah.
Which the part I'm thinking of is like when the daughter is scared about how like can't get a hold of her mom, and with Rico, I think was the younger guy's name.
Yeah.
Behind them, I see a pole with a bunch of missing posters. I'm like, hey, there's a missing poster. And then immediately after, the daughter went, oh, there's a bunch of missing posters, and they're all Americans. It's like, oh, okay, thank you.
They're one step ahead of you, Jory.
But it didn't like give us even the like vague connecting thread until then, which I swear was like 40 minutes in almost.
Yeah. Also, I do not think it can be emphasized enough just how abrupt the cut is from stock cruise footage
Yeah.
with like joyful calypso music into the wrong music
Yeah.
with this woman running through the woods. Jesus. And then Vivica A. Fox decides to go on a cruise. In fact, she is looking at a cruise on her phone and
Yeah.
says, "Yeah, I'm gonna take that."
Yeah, she's just on what I because of the quality of it, it's a little blurry in the address bar. I'm pretty sure she's on mexicovacations.com. Don't worry,
Ah,
I went to
final.
mexicovacations.com. It reroutes you to getting a rental in Mexico through Verbo. So
Yeah.
we can't steal that to reroute to the podcast, unsurprisingly.
Damn. We gotta find one of these fucking websites. Maybe
uh,
the one from the wrong man, if they showed something there.
Now I'm gonna keep an eye out on on these for that. Yeah, she just like buys a trip for two, like 5-day cruise, and then two tickets. When we know nothing about her. We also learn
Yep.
very little about her. No clue what she does for a
Yeah.
living in this movie.
She's just like an ambiguous businesswoman.
I, I'm I wasn't sure after I saw that. Was like, was that why I said to think about if Vivica A. Fox is a Pokemon trainer, what her signature Pokemon would be? Like, he messaged me because it was
No,
like
I was just thinking about that.
she doesn't have a job in this one that we know about. Maybe she is a Pokemon trainer.
Ooh, gym leader.
Which I'm not sure if you wanted to save that for the end, but I did have a choice, and I feel like it's way out there from what you probably would have, what you were thinking.
I do want to hear then. I'm still kind of mulling that over.
I was thinking hers would be Inteleon, Sobble's final evolution. I don't
Ooh.
know, something about the, like, because it's like a spy sniper sort of vibe, and just something about that tied in with the movies being like vague crime films kind of fit in there. And then also on a less relevant route, I just feel like she has Pokemon you could describe as like cunty. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
seems like what her entire like six pack of six would be.
I kind of feel like personally I think she would have a rock ruff.
Ooh.
I think
That would
that she
be
would have just
that,
a little dog.
that yeah, that'd be for more the ones where she's more of like a family lady. That's a good pick.
Yeah. Then maybe high powered businesswoman, she's got like a Persian.
Yeah.
Actually, no, rescinded. She just has a Persian.
See, that's like a deep dive bonus episode. It's like, okay, each movie she's a different lady. Which Pokemon does she have in here?
Tier list of Vivica A. Fox jobs in these movies.
Yeah. I did find it interesting that it feels like a choice for her to be buying the cruise tickets on her phone. I don't know why. It just seemed off to me for this one was 2018?
Yeah, I think it's because we're both millennials and a cruise costs a lot of money and big money needs a big screen for
that
us.
that
Am I
is
right?
true. I completely agree, and I know the youths make fun of us for it. I guess that's a thing that they do on the TikTok, is they make fun of people who do the big money stuff on the computer instead of their phone.
Honestly, desktop sites are usually just better
Yeah.
functioning.
That's honestly what makes me do more stuff on the computers. It's easier to navigate. And then I'll do my old man shaking fist at Cloud back at him. Uh I've noticed working in retail, kids don't like to use phone cases. It
Oh
terrifies me.
well.
None of the like 20-year-olds at my job have a phone case, and it brings me unending dread.
That's wild to me.
I have
God
heard that
world.
it's like a thing where it's like the kids want to show off their expensive brand phone, which I feel like is old man misinterpreting it, but who knows? They don't use phone
Eh.
cases. It's scary.
Yeah, plus you can tell at a glance which phone is yours.
But it feels very her buying the tickets feels very like this was the last thing they shot too,
Hmm.
because she was like, oh yeah, I'll buy those tickets. Yep, sounds good. It's just like they got to the end, they were doing they like got everything in the editing timeline, and they're like, oh fuck, we forgot to show we forgot to show her like getting on like buying the tickets for the cruise. We got everything else.
You know, that would make so much sense because the next scene is one that is normally like our establishing scene
Yeah.
where a character is jogging into frame.
Yeah. This is where we see the Matrix hacker. Also, he's hacking on
Yep.
some computer. He's tapping away, and by getting the names, he's able to get like bank statements, like birth certificate and stuff like that. It's like, oh.
Yeah, he gets kind of a bonkers amount of information in like 5 seconds.
It's like her name is like a hyperlink, and when you click it, it just pops up with like social security card, birth certificate, like home ownership, like proof. Like, damn, is it that
Yeah,
easy
he
for the
like
dark web?
gets it's like when they open up the old data at the end of Inscription. Yeah, so we do have a character jog into frame. Our main girl here, Sky, she is a track athlete, and she finishes a race, not on a track, just kind of like in a parking lot.
Yeah,
And
I was very like confused at what was going on with this, and not just because of like the always like small crowds they have when they show sporting events is funny, but this I could not like parse like what kind of thing she's running.
yeah, exactly. Turns to another girl and says that she cheated,
And the
which
girl
I
she's
don't.
accusing of cheating is the most like scared and sad girl I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah. How do you cheat at track and field?
um I think if you're like running the I know people like bumping and stuff, doing slight like a nudge that's not like obvious you're like throwing someone off balance, but like
Mm.
tight little elbow jab or something to like throw someone off or something. That's my assumption anyway. The just like absolute fear and sadness in this poor girl's face though when she's getting accused of it is like she's being accused of something far more like she's in the interrogation room for kidnapping someone on the wrong cruise.
Yeah. Anyway, Sky turns to that girl and just fucking decks her over this.
Yeah.
Because Sky is a troubled teen. As we will be expositorily vomited at, her father died a couple of years ago, and things are hard at home between her and her mother, Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vivica, lead actress in this one.
Yeah, I think this is when we start to get into like, oh, I guess there's two, she's the main in the next one, then it's back to Jessica Morrison, then it's just like it's just her for the rest of the franchise after the wrong teacher.
See, I
So,
don't think I think that's just how it's listed on the Wikipedia page. I think
oh,
that she gets top billing in the ones that she's actually the star of for the first like 10 here or whatever. And
okay.
then I think she just gets top billing regardless.
Okay. That would make sense. If I wonder how much she, maybe we've looked this up or like we've already discussed this, but I wonder if it got to a point where she's like getting some kind of like production credits or anything where she's like have involved in these more.
Oh yeah, she's always executive producer.
Okay, that makes sense then. That would make
Yeah.
sense that why she would get the higher billing, and I'm wondering if I doubt it because I I can't imagine TV movies have any sort of thing like this, but if it's the thing where it's like with after 3 or 4 seasons of a show, there's like mandatory like raises and royalties and
Mm.
certain like crediting and stuff that goes up once you've been like main cast member of a show for a certain amount of years is to get the exposition from the principal going, I know things have been hard since your dad died. And then when she's picked up by Vivica and they're in the car, and through the scene when they get home and talk at home, all I can think of is like, I don't know if a cruise is gonna fix this relationship. The
Yeah.
like the vibe is shifting as soon as they get to the cruise feels off because the drama feels like more than just like teenager acting out or something. It feels like more real and serious than just like let's go on a vacation together would fix. Like it seems like they'd be arguing more even like on the trip or something, and then the like they're brought together by the horrific experience that they go through. Is how I feel like it would go in like a not Lifetime TV movie, and more just like something you go see. A movie with this with even this vague kind of plot would make it theaters. A movie you'd see direct to Netflix.
It's kind of set up like the wrong crush in a way,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't stay there. But I will say I did write a note here that said I like this girl. She's fresh.
She is a lot of fun. She's the most like real young person that I think we've had so far.
Yeah, and I actually like kind of believe them as mother and daughter, at least in these first few scenes.
Yeah, it comes across like a natural like conversation, and it does like the argument doesn't feel like a forced movie argument. It feels like a real like disagreement, which is
Yeah.
huge for these movies.
Yeah, it's the dialogue is like snappy here in a way
Yeah.
that it's normally not. Also, this guy Nick Everhart, I think this is his only wrong movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
went off to
it's
bigger and better things, or maybe just other
I
Lifetime
guess
movies, and they took him off of these.
this one and then the wrong stepmother are both ones that have a random new face that we will never see again, and then it goes back to the same three guys. Well, I'm going to be going on this cruise, and unfortunately, I can't trust you to be home alone. So, yes, you are still going on the cruise, even though you're getting suspended for punching that girl in the face.
Who kind of deserved it.
Yeah, she did deserve it. So, we get a shot of them boarding the cruise. Also, the cruise liner is the Queen Mary, I think it's called.
Oh, isn't that the like haunted boat in California?
Yes. Uh, they, I guess, could not get. I don't know. They didn't get stock footage of a boat. They couldn't like set something up with an actual cruise line, so they just filmed like the exterior of the Queen Mary, and that's it.
That's really funny.
Yep. Oh, also, when they're like establishing shotting this, a guy going on the cruise walks past his camera, and he quietly goes, "Yay!" which I found very very funny.
That's really good.
So here we meet a couple of immediately shady men. The cruise director, who's played by the ex-husband from The Wrong Roommate.
This poor guy, he just has a look of like a bad guy.
He does.
That's what I wrote down as soon as it's like he just looks like a bad guy. The only reason I didn't think of him as a bad guy in it was The Wrong Student was where he was one of the like police officers. He didn't come across
Mm,
as much of a bad guy there because I know when I see a random police officer investigating a scene on the television that he's probably just a regular guy.
yeah, exactly.
But every other time he's just like something about him.
Yeah, and similarly, the fact how formulaic these movies are. I've said this before, but like, um, this other guy in the same scene helps Vivica with her luggage for like 2 seconds. And of course, I pointed at the screen and yelled, "Bad guy, bad guy, bad guy, he's the bad guy." And this is Dante, who did not play a role in any other Wrong movies so far. He just kind of looks like he has.
He's like he reminded me of a Latin like Joey Lawrence or Topher Grace.
I could
it's
see that.
it's all I could think of when I was watching. Is like he looks too similar to those guys. It's taking me out of it.
Yeah. Speaking of guys who are too similar to other guys, we might as well get to our third shady guy. This early 20s guy named Rico. So the guy who helped her with the luggage is Dante. Cruise director has no name yet. Um and Rico starts like making moves at Sky. But Rico looks so fucking much like a Degrassi actor that I was distracted by I was like is this like another Degrassi actor in like two movies? But no, he just happens to look like him. I need to show you. Hang
he
on.
he does have that kind of look. The thing I'll say about him that I don't know if it was something they had him do for the movie or if it's just how he was for it, but his like super 5 o'clock shadow he had going on had me thinking that he probably grows a pretty big beard like I can, and they're like, you gotta look like you're like 21, but you gotta shave it off. We gotta do whatever we can to make you look younger, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that. I've posted a picture of the guy from the movie and then the guy from Degrassi.
Oh, those are the same guy.
That's the same guy. That it really looks like Eric Osborne, but it's not.
That just looks like him when he'd be playing like a high schooler, and then yeah, that's crazy. That's way too close.
Oh man. But nope, nope. That's just some other pasty tall white guy. I kind of want to like skim through the setup here because I didn't take much notes on it because there wasn't anything super interesting here. Where like
Yeah.
Dante, the guy who helped Vivica with her luggage, asked her on a date and mentioned and like very awkwardly asks about her not wearing a wedding ring. To which Vivica is very frankly like, my husband died a couple of years ago. Rico, the early 20s guy, gives Sky a drink, an alcoholic drink, and dances with her. I also wrote down, what are these moves? So I'm sure that they were bad.
The dancing
Um,
moves were really bad. One of the things that wrote down because it started to be it I want to know if it's like something that they do on purpose or if I'm just noticing it. They make sure to tell us that she is 18. Uh,
mm-hmm.
it's it's so like at least with this one, like if I- maybe I think I paused it before. Maybe the same thing here, where it's just like a content thing, where it's like if he's buying drinks for her here and she's like 16, it might like make someone at Lifetime more upset, or like the FCC might have some like weird thing about it. But she's 18, she can at least legally drink where they are. But we still go, ooh, this is a little weird that this guy is buying her drinks.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not to bring up Degrassi yet again, but like, they do that shit on Degrassi, and that shit's like TV 14 at the highest.
Yeah, a note I did write down was before they start like doing stuff on the boat. I think it's like right before we see. I can only imagine Vivica get a real massage that she just got as a perk for being in this movie.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it.
But the Sky is like, I'm gonna be on my phone while I still have a connection to the outside world, and it goes, I'm sure Facebook will be fine without you. And I'm typing down Facebook is for all, and she goes, Mom, I told you Facebook is for old people. It's like, good, they acknowledge it. Movie in
Yeah, I
2018
thought it
should
was
not be
very
having a
funny.
teenager on Facebook.
Really good moment. Yeah, so then Vivica and Dante go on a date and end up hooking up, and Sky and Rico end up hooking up as well. Meanwhile, the cruise director like goes into their room, into their luggage, and steals their passports,
Yeah.
which was, bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. He's the bad guy. Uh, but it also felt like why?
Yeah, it without any like n- any idea of what they could possibly be going for. Like I feel like with uh the wrong man, we could kind of get the assumption of we know if we know he's a bad guy, whatever, or like it hasn't been fully revealed, but we're watching, we can get the like idea of probably what he would be doing it all for. Like for the older
Mhm.
people, we kind of know through what we've watched before, and sort of heard of like what his plan is there. Here with this, especially if the guy's on the cruise and we have nothing to go off of, it's like I what could it be? Like
Yeah. And
I was
like
almost
we've
hoping for it to be like a swerve, like he was doing it. He was gonna be like, he's not. He's actually not one of the bad guys. He's gonna help him out.
See, that's why I was thinking too, especially because like the hacker already has their information in theory, right?
Yeah.
Like he got all those fucking birth certificates and social security cards and things. Oh, I also wrote down here Vivica not a good stage kisser. She felt a little it felt a little forced. I'm sorry, Vivica. I just didn't really believe you're kissing that much. So the next day, they go on a day trip, and Vivica in like the stupidest move, I'll be quite frank, the stupidest thing I've ever seen anyone do. This guy is like, I live and work part-time in Mexico. Do you want to come with me onto my boat on the day trip? Like this man that she met yesterday.
If there was like a little more passive time, like this was the last day of the cruise, I'd maybe buy it.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly. But it's
that's like
day
enough
two.
time. And from what it and like I'm not people process grief everything differently, of course, but the implication and like photos we saw means her husband has only been passed for maybe like 2, 3, at most 4 years. Because
Mhm.
this guy looked a little bit older one in the pictures like that we saw for a little bit, and they talked about how he would always make time for like track meets or whatever, and so that would mean he's been gone. And she's going to be graduating soon, so I'm guessing probably died around the time she started high school. um
I
th-
believe they said 2 years.
okay, yeah, even like that, like people process things differently, whatever. People get handle grief, losing loved one differently. It feels way too soon to trust this suave guy on a boat, on a cruise especially. Oh man.
Yeah.
And I wrote it down because on their date he says something so casually, but it's one of the most nonsense things I think I've ever heard from like a rich movie guy. Is
Mhm.
like, because he's talking about how he goes back and forth, and he drops that, like, I think she asked if he like goes on cruises often or something. He's like, he says something about how this is how he gets back and forth from the United States to Mexico when he can, and back vice
Wild.
versa. And it's like, if you have the money to go, well, I need to be in I need to do business in the US on this date. I'm gonna get on this 5-day cruise as a way to get there. That just feels like if you have that kind of money, you probably have a private plane at that point, right?
Yeah. It's a bizarre choice
Like
of
I'm
a
just like
lie.
I spent too much time thinking about like, well, I guess he just wants to like chill and stuff for those 5 days. It's like, well, if he has business, he's gonna fucking be working a little bit while he's on the cruise, and I don't know if the amenities on a cruise make it worth that much money, and if he has that much fuck you money, he can just fly there on a private plane.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even have like a wow response to it. She just kind of accepts it. Like,
Yeah.
I would be at least be like, holy fucking shit, dude. You have unbelievable amounts of money. Why are you on this very casual, like, I don't know, this seems like this is a loaded term, but more like working class kind of cruise. Like this is something like a family saves up for it after a couple years. They've realized Disney's not for us. Let's just go on a regular cruise or something. Like
Yeah, exactly.
it doesn't have the vibe of like super rich person like luxury. But
Yeah, it's like a carnival cruise.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know why she thinks it's a good idea to just go on a boat, especially when you paid for this 5-day cruise. Go see the sights and stuff. Don't just go out. Don't
Exactly.
just go back out onto the water on a smaller boat.
Mexico's got some beautiful stuff in it.
Yeah, you're not gonna get like, I know it's toned down and stuff at these kind of resorts and all inclusive things, but get more, go out and get the authentic food and stuff. Don't just go on
Yeah.
like a date with a random guy on his boat, which probably doesn't have anything like part of the experience. But go out and enjoy the place, especially with your daughter who's gonna be graduating soon, and you're probably gonna be able to spend less time with her. Even though I know she's got like encouraging her because like, hey mom, that guy's hot. She does say that he's hot.
The dick must be incredible.
Yeah.
Also, Sky and Rico are also going to go on a day trip in like Rico's fucking car or something.
Yeah.
Um, and Vivica like takes him in and like meets Rico, and he's like, "Oh, are you Sky's older sister or something?" Which is like so corny, but I would try that too. Not gonna lie.
I love doing that in like something similar in retail settings. It doesn't happen anymore because nowhere sells physical media. But when I did work at Best Buy and like they sold DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, if like some obvious like grandparent age people would come through and buy like an R-rated movie, I'd be like, okay, I need to see an ID to see if you're old enough to buy this.
Yep, I used to do that at the movie theater.
And they the thing that I think made it even funnier to me is none of them would ever like laugh about it. They're like, are you serious?
Vivica goes out on the fucking boat,
Yeah.
and lo and behold, the boat motor like stops working, and they're just like stranded out there when they have to like get back onto the cruise, or the cruise will leave without them.
Yeah, that's like a hard sticking point, and I had thought that that would be the like ticking clock of like they get themselves into trouble, and then they make it barely back in time, and the like
Mm-hmm.
ending sequence would be them like relaxing on the cruise because they just got out of a crazy ass situation, but it would also be like they can finally truly relax and enjoy the cruise, and they've gotten the like drama's brought them closer together, but
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of goes the late time just ends up being the end of act 1.
Yeah, that deadline comes and goes.
Yeah. Which then I was like pissed. I was like, this is the fucking wrong cruise, and they're not on the cruise for half the movie.
More than half, really.
That's a bait and switch here.
Yeah, tiring.
Yeah, yeah. I just pulled it up on my flex. They get off the boat around minute 25, and then they don't get back on the cruise.
I want more cruise.
An hour of the movie, it's off the boat.
But the cruise director, when they leave, is like, "Yeah, they just left. Be ready." To someone, even post film, I'm kind of like I'm not even exactly sure who he's talking to here.
Yeah, who could he be talking to?
Yeah, because his accomplices are both busy.
Yeah. That's wow.
Anyway, Sky is having some champagne on the boat, and after this motor stops working, all of a sudden she starts feeling real woozy and passes out because surprise surprise, Rico has drugged her. Oh,
What?
sorry, no, Dante has drugged her.
Yeah,
That's
what?
that guy's name. Whoa, he was the
No
bad guy?
way.
He was so trustworthy.
I do like that at first she's like, I think I drank too much. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't think you know what movie you're in.
Yeah, I think I would assume that too.
But
Ugh.
around this point, because it like keeps cutting back and forth with like them on the boat, and then Sky and Rico like walking through random trees and kind of
Mhm.
like bonding over the like he both his parents are gone and how she lost her dad, and they're kind of like bonding. And I wrote down, I really hope they're a father son duo And
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing he's talking about, how like the person he got paired up with through like a big brother type like mentorship thing is Dante.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're
So
supposed to get from it.
yeah, so Rico and Dante are working together, and I believe what happened is that Dante like took Rico in as like a child or a teenager and taught him crime, essentially.
Yeah.
Which is, an interesting dynamic, I guess. We've not had that sort of dynamic with a like villain duo before.
And I like the way that the dynamic panned out up until it just kind of fizzled out. But the thing of like, he doesn't want to be in this, and he's constantly like worried about it and remorseful, which is also pretty new for this. We haven't
Yeah.
seen like a someone who's involved in being the bad guy be like, "Oh fuck, I don't want to be the bad guy." In a way that's legitimate and not the guy going, "I don't want to hurt you, lady I'm obsessed with."
Yeah, because that's the other angle where it's like you've gotten too close. This is kind of like he doesn't want to be in it at all.
Yeah. He especially after what happened with the last one.
Yes. But yeah, Rico is basically an orphan. His mother is dead, and his dad is just fucking gone. Chalk it up another fucking orphan for the pile. Yeah, so they go back to the cruise and they're waiting for their mom, and Sky can't reach her. Rico is like, okay, like let's go and look for her. I'll take us to the government police. And they drive down a long dark road. It is far past the time where they can get back on the cruise at this point if it's that dark. Rico gets out of the car at one point and then comes back and chloroforms Sky. So now mother and daughter both kidnapped. When Vivica wakes up, she's like tied to a chair, and Dante's like, "We know that your husband had $1 million life insurance policy, and we want that money." Yeah, like,
It felt so, I don't know. It feels so mundane.
yeah,
And the other thing is like, I keep going back and forth on this because I feel like I'm judging a TV movie for this specific point in a way that's almost not fair, cuz in a movie if you're going through this plan where you're kidnapping a mother and a daughter in another country and you got three guys, I feel like a million's not enough.
yeah. It's kind of it's kind of not a lot of money, and like later on Vivica tries to like be like, I don't really have that much money, and he lists out like four different accounts that she has, like investments, and she has like hundreds of thousands of dollars in checking and savings, which like must be nice, but also like it doesn't feel like, I don't know.
It doesn't feel like the big score, and this is related to like, it's something that I have thought about more than I probably should, because without going into too much detail, with something that happened back home that was like a big thing, is a guy took out a payday loan to pay some other guys to help him do some very illegal stuff, and the payout was like 4,000 to like each person who helped it, the
That's
like
it.
two guys who helped him. And I was like, and this is like, and one of the guys is serving life in prison
Oh my god.
for it. And it's like, for what he wanted them to do, like that's like not nearly enough. And even here I feel like the goal for, if you're going to be doing something like this, the money needs to be, you can escape somewhere and never have to work again, because working would put you into the public in a way that would have everything fall apart. And
Yeah.
the money he lists that like is available to take it, that would be like a easy liquid asset, is what basically comes to each of them getting like at most $200,000, which is not enough. Which they've been doing this for a while. We don't know how much they have, but it doesn't feel like enough, especially if they keep doing this.
Yeah, I mean, they don't split it evenly, is the thing.
Yeah.
Because we also find out here that the cruise director is in on it. He's the hacker. And he's just, like, getting cold feet and he wants more money. He, like, makes a demand for, like, 30% or something. Um, but the thing is, like, it's heavily implied that this is something they do a few times a year.
Yeah.
And I think Vivica and Sky are really bad targets. Or I think specifically Vivica is a really bad target because she has Sky with her on the trip. You
Yeah.
need to have you need to get out like the older women. Like Vivica's not that old. She's like in her what, 40s, maybe 50s?
Yeah.
And like she's she's not single enough. Like she doesn't just disappear. People go look for her.
Yeah.
Is the thing. It's Vivica A. Fox. Who do you think you're fooling?
Yeah, exactly. Like there's so much liability, and it's like, and they're coming off of a cruise too, which
Yeah.
I know that they said it as a hard thing of like, hey, you gotta be back or we'll leave you. What I'm sure that the cruises are pretty strict about that, but also if they came back with less people than came on, they would have something, either internally would have a like what the fuck happened, or someone who, like, there's a kid, and I'm sure Vivka has friends, other family, whatever other people she works with at her job we don't know about, who would be like, hey, where is she?
Yeah, that's the thing. We're like they do try and hand wave it away where the cruise director, I forget what the exact thing is, but like he says like I think he says that we're going to basically log them as having come back on the cruise.
Hmm.
Um whereas I'm like, why wouldn't you just erase them from the system altogether?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you make it look like they were never here?
Especially if he can like hack. He can get all that
Yeah,
information from that. He can erase them from the records. Honestly, like their bank accounts are drained. He probably has the hacker skills to like change the charges on her credit card or her bank statements to show that they didn't buy a cruise.
exactly. Yeah, like it just feels very strange. And the cruise director is even like, people aren't going to want to go on a cruise where people keep going missing. And it's like you guys are doing this from like the same boat every time too. Like this is a bizarre plan. I can see it with the old woman that we see in the flashback, or like the early '60s woman.
Yeah.
Even though like apparently part of that plan is like having her like ransoming her to her family. It seems because we get a flashback of this woman from the cold open, and Dante is like, your family didn't like pay up in time, and so he shoots her, which I think this is our first gun death.
I think so.
And oh boy, do we get several fucking more in this movie.
The with that flashback, I wrote something down because super missed opportunity. This should have, this is like the easiest like slam dunk of a line that has someone go, oh, smart, is like, like, she's going, you said you wouldn't kill me. He's like, I won't kill you. And then he throws the gun to the kid. He's like, he will. Like, you have something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Because, like, he wants to keep the kid subservient to him. So he has the kid kill him, kill the person, because then he's like, I can tell him you killed this person. You got to listen to what I have to say. And also,
Exactly.
you know that I'll make you kill people. So what's going to stop me from, I don't know, taking care of you if it gets to that? Like, it's like too easy there that I was like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. It there are so many things that would be easy decisions but aren't taken.
And
Uh,
back to their plan that we spent too much time talking about. I just have one more thing. Just do like a regular romance scam. Just like
yeah, right?
romance these ladies and say like his whole story works is like I go back and forth, so they have the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna see this guy after, and then it's like I don't know, ask him for money every so often, like,
Exactly. Honestly, like this would be a better scam for the guy for the kid from the wrong child,
yeah,
right? Like this is where you meet them on the cruise, you romance them, and you're like, I my scholarship to Stanford just fell through, and then you scam that out of the money, you never see him again.
yeah. It
But
doesn't it doesn't get you doesn't get the local US embassy involved.
yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. Do we even talk about the scene at the bank? Fucking nothing happens there.
This yeah, this like back half of the movie is just a bore.
It's a
Like
slog. It's so dense and nothing happens.
like the bank is he's just like, okay, you're gonna withdraw all your stuff from the bank. I don't know if she's like banks with a credit union or like this is a network or something. Whatever. We should get what's Riley doing? Call Riley and here to let us know about how this would work. But yeah, he's just like, hey, do what I say and nothing bad will happen to you or your daughter. And then she goes in the bathroom and causes a scene and then he comes in there and is like, oh, I caught you doing what I told you not to do. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the daughter's trying to escape, and Rico's like, I do like you, but this guy is scary. I don't like doing this. And that's when we get the flashback. Uh, he's like, okay, I'll help you, but we gotta make it look like I've gotten taken care of. To which Dante's like, yeah, you're like in love with her and you're helping him. I can tell.
Yeah. And he's like, tomorrow she's still shark bait. Okay, so the cruise director calls and is like, where's my money? It was supposed to be my account now. And Dante's like, there was a problem at the bank. Um and cruise director is like, well, give me some money now. And Dante's like, okay, meet me in the woods at night and I'll give it to you. Don't worry. Which, like, I cannot believe he falls for this. Just like the dumbest man on earth. You're a criminal, man. Come on.
this
You work with people who kidnap and murder people.
and this leads to the like one thing you'll give it one of the craziest scenes in any of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
This was almost on the guy doing cool knife moves in the mirror for me, where a woman who we've never been introduced to, we've
Nope.
never heard alluded to, drives up, and through the conversation we could assume she knows the cruise director through something, girlfriend, wife, partner, something, sister, who knows. But
Girlfriend, she does get alluded to very briefly on a phone call that he has like a single line.
oh, okay. But she pops up. Dante points a fucking gun at her, and then the is she's like, "Holy shit! I'm just trying here to beat someone," and then they carry on the rest of the scene, and she like falls into a false sense of security with a guy who just held a gun to her face.
Yep.
like he just like he had his hand over about the gun to her head, and then the conversation's like, oh, he knows the guy I'm waiting for. Oh, that's nice. Like, what is wrong with her?
Truly bonkers decisions from everyone in this film.
And then she just gets back in the car, and then he shoots her. Like,
Yeah, because as she like turns her car back on, headlights illuminate the cruise director hacker's body. His name was Alex, by the way.
mm,
Uh, I don't claim him though. And he and then he kills her, which like I don't know, feels like maybe the headlights would have illuminated his body in the first place, but
Yeah, and the this is the last note I took for this movie, which was pretty sparse after like minute 20 because I was just like fighting off sleep. But it was the lack of like blood. I
mm,
never really like thought about it with like a slasher movie when someone finds the body, like it's the big shock. I never thought about how much impact the blood has on it because when it illuminates his body, it's like we can understand why she should be sucked. And previous scenes it would indicate that he's dead, but he just kind of like slumped over up against a tree. It's just kind of like, damn.
yeah.
It's less shocking when there's not like bullet holes or like he's not like drenched in blood to like go, oh shit, she's in like real shit now.
Yeah. And that's the thing where like five people get shot in this movie, zero bloodshed.
Yeah.
Like honestly, a shocking amount of people die in this TV movie.
Yeah. It's the old it's the like TV movie equivalent of the Foot Ninja in TMNT in the 80s being robots because you can show them getting fucking like sliced to bits and it's no problem because they're
Mhm.
robots.
Yep. No, that makes sense. So my notes also get a little bit sparse here. Like I wrote out the rest of the plot here, but again, so much happens, but none of it matters. Rico lets Sky and Vivica. Her character's name is Claire, for the record. But lets Sky and Vivica out, and uh, then Dante comes home. And Rico's like pretends that everything's chill. He's like sitting and reading a book, and he's like, I just checked on them. And Dante's like, did you just check on them now? He's like, I mean, I could go check on them again. Trying to play it so cool, but then Rico just like, or sorry, then Dante just shoots him. So goodbye, Rico.
Yeah.
Um, so then Vivica and Sky are like sprinting down the road and they run into a cop. And uh, then Dante has gotten into a car and come after them, and Dante talks to the cop and then like shoots the cop and kills him. Vivica and Sky steal Dante's car. Meanwhile, Dante, fucking Agent 47 style, puts on the cop's clothes and like pretends to be the cop, steals his car, and puts out like an APB on Sky and
Yeah, yeah.
Claire.
The like him putting on the uniform and like driving off, that's pretty smart. Like get him through something.
Yeah.
But when they like arrive at the gas station and that pops up, I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah. No way.
like I could buy like he'd be other civilian stuff fine. Uh, maybe I'm overestimating a police force, but I feel like they're close knit enough that someone would be like, "Hey, officer, this name and number sounds
I
different
think
than
it
he
was
did
Gonzalez.
30 minutes ago."
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, oh, also we have a classic moment where Vivica hits Dante over the head and steals his car. That's how she gets the car.
Yeah.
Um, and they go to a gas station because Dante's car is out of gas, and uh, they see like a report on the TV that they're wanted for something, and the like mother and son manning the gas station are like terrified of them, and they steal their car. So there are two car thefts in now. And they decide that they're just going to drive to the embassy in Tijuana. But then for some reason oh, there's like a roadblock or something, right? And they stop.
Yeah, they're like, we gotta take the back roads, and then during
Yeah.
the day in the back roads, they just run into Dante.
Yep. And they have a chase through what is clearly like a California state park.
Yeah.
It might even be the same park from The Wrong Roommate.
Honestly, considering it's basically the same ending, you might be right.
Yep. They have a chase through the park. Sky and Vivica gang up on him and make him shoot himself in the gut. Uh, Cleared of all charges. This, I guess it really was the wrong cruise. And our denouement is that Vivica makes it to a track meet for Sky.
And she also got into the college she wanted to go into. Not named, just
Oh
she
yeah.
got into the college.
Yeah. Also, let me tell you, like, she clearly hasn't opened that envelope yet, but I applied to colleges. That's a small envelope. Her ass did not get in. Just saying.
You didn't find out over the phone like I did?
You found out over the phone?
Yeah, it's also not hard to get into the college I got into.
Fair.
I got high enough I I feel like it's a regional thing depending on which score they care about more. It seems like on the coast they care more about the SATs, while in the middle of the country they care more about the ACT for your like
That makes sense
college
to me.
test stuff. But I got high enough on the ACT that I could get auto accepted into any school in my state.
Nice. That's the movie. Jory, how are the thrills in this one? Did this one have thrills?
uh Maybe right at the beginning when it's like you see a older woman tied up and then run and get kidnapped, but not any more thrilling than your average like Law and Order SVU cold open.
Yeah, this was kind of like really not that thrilling for a wrong movie. Like some of these movies had me clutching my pearls a little bit, but this one my pearls are in the other room. How about gothic horror? Anything gothic horror about this?
I don't even know if there's anything I can like off the top of my head loosely say is.
Yeah. And Jory, this one shocks and saddens me. Was there even any homoeroticism, subtle or otherwise?
These men aren't even shirtless in this movie. There's
No.
not even
And it's a
like shirtless dudes.
cruise.
It's a cruise. That's like a perfect opportunity. Like he should have been shirtless on the boat. I think
Yeah.
like he should have been shirtless on the boat, so that way like we're getting like, oh wow, she's like really being like comfortable with him. He's like hanging out shirtless, and she's like into it. No, or not even with like
Yeah.
Rico. Like have the younger guy do it, so like the lifetime mom can go, ooh, if I were younger.
Yeah, exactly. What are they doing with this one? Anyway. So nothing on any front really. Um Wait, how many wrong cruises do you give this out of 5, Jory?
Honestly, 1 to 1.5. It's it's so skippable because there's like, and not even in the way of like we've seen like 5 of these before, so at this point like things are gonna kind of get samey. All the other ones had like something going on. I was like, huh,
Mm-hmm.
this is something. While here is like I said, it's just like a Law and Order episode. Honestly, this is a Law and Order episode where you don't see it from the side of one of the detectives. You don't see it from Ice T's perspective at any point. You just see the victim's perspective the entire time. Except they get to do cool action stuff. Like it's so just bland and forgettable and just kind of boring. Like towards the end, I was like, the structure of this is like off. Everything was like dragged out, and then at the end feels rushed. Like I feel like him, like the cops stuff happening with the cops should have happened like 15 to 20 minutes earlier, and that should have been like the back part of it. Was like he is in disguise as a police officer with the vehicle, and he's coming after them, and they have to like find their way through.
Yeah, not the literal last 7 minutes of this
Yeah.
movie. I originally gave this a 2 on Letterboxd. I literally, as you were talking, went and edited my review to make it a 1.5 because, like, in talking about it, I'm like, this movie sucked. Like, you know, none of these films are masterpieces, but this one was boring and poorly paced, and really just like not worth my time. And
No.
like, I um our friend Jay watched this with me, and
Ooh.
I was like embarrassed that this was their first wrong movie.
Ooh, yeah. I feel bad for Jay too, because I know Jay has a lot of the like so bad it's good movie like stuff thing going on that I have, so that's such a
Mm-hmm.
disappointing entry into it. Like any of the other ones that we've watched, even like would be better. And we like The Wrong Child was pretty like compared to some of the other ones, but that's a decent step up from what we got here.
Yeah, I think this is maybe not the worst wrong movie so far, but this is my least favorite. It The Wrong Child only beats it on like the worst element because it is more poorly made.
That's fair, yeah.
Like this one is fine in terms of production. Like it's middle of the road. It's a TV movie, but yeah, the plot and the acting to a degree, it was just like just kind of sucked. Maybe I even give it a 1. I don't know. I think maybe I'm coming down a little hard on it now, but uh yeah, I think a 1.5, 1.5 cruises out of 5 for me. Any other thoughts? Any other things that we do on this show? It's been a
uh,
little bit.
there's I got two things that I wanted to point out left.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down this guy is awesome because the cruise director, when Sky is like, she says she's looking for something on the boat, and he, in kind of an odd voice, just like he's a dictionary, explains what it is, like a little history about them on like boats. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, you're weird. This is awesome. But then he didn't deliver any more weirdness like that. And then the other thing I wrote down was Sky is like she has a really good understanding of how she is processing her father's death. Like good for her, because like when she's
Mm-hmm.
talking to Rico, she's like, "Yeah, pass away," and like taking it out on my mom because my dad was everything, and like I was really close to my dad, and my mom's great, but like she's not my dad, and it just kind of like sucks not having her around. So I'm taking it out on her. It's like that's really good mature understanding for a high schooler to have of what's going on. Good for her. I'm happy. I'm glad
Yeah.
that she's able to get through it.
Yeah. That does remind me with regards to like the cruise director moment you talked about there. I looked at the IMDb user ratings afterwards, and there were a couple of people who were like big mad about the cruise element specifically.
Oh?
Uh, Allow me to quote from Dream-12511, who posted this review on July 31st, 2020. Uh, they said, I did enjoy the movie, but everything about this movie was wrong. First of all, this is not the way cruises work. Secondly, who the hell goes off with strangers in a foreign country and let their teenage daughter go off alone with someone she knew less than 24 hours without you? It was so unrealistic, it was comical. And there was somebody else. Oh, I love cruise. Sorry, this is from Doycesub, Doyce Sub, who wrote this August 2018, which I think is like a couple of days after this premiered. Uh, they gave it a 3 out of 10 and said, I love cruising movies, 2 exclamation points. I cruise a lot, period. It would have helped if it would have helped the movie if writers had actually been on a cruise rather than showing what the ship looks like. Characters were going into the galley, which they couldn't have access to. Boarding passes are used to get on the ship, and the line takes your picture for the sign and sail card. The ship will leave you if the excursion is not through the cruise line. Otherwise, they do wait. Drinking on board is for those over 21, and the crew member doesn't just hand you the drink, it's put against your card. The drinks aren't free generally unless you have some kind of drink package. It's not a good idea to use a cell phone at sea. The roaming charges are very high if you're lucky enough to get service. It's not a good idea to just wander off when you're at port of call. You're at the port of call. You're in another country, by the way, two exclamation points. I've only watched 35 minutes so far, so I'm sure there are other items that aren't exactly correct. Don't use this movie as a guide for cruising. So much there.
Oh wait, one other thing I got. So because we had the
Mm.
TV rip, there's like ads and like on-screen ads that you can't like you can cut out
Mm.
commercials, you can't cut out this. At one point there was it said tomorrow premiere movie cheerleader nightmare.
I
Uh,
did see that.
and another was like up next the wrong son. And then
Mm-hmm.
another one was like sign up for lifetimemovieclub.com. I went to it as a streaming service where you can just watch Lifetime movies.
Yeah. I also did look up The Wrong Son, not one of the wrong movies.
Mmm,
One of
interesting.
the coincidental ones.
Because when
So
I
yeah.
looked up Lifetime Movie Club, I saw a poster on the recently added that I uh posted on Blue Sky and Twitter of Deadly Dilf.
Ooh.
Which is an incredible poster.
Oh man, Jory, maybe we should become Lifetime people.
Honestly, just buzzing in the studio chat.
That's a great picture. Is that the girl there? She looks so familiar. She must have been in one of these movies. Uh, Jory, any last thoughts on the Wrong Cruise?
I think I got everything. It's a little bit of a bummer that it's that it was so plain, but hey, maybe they just got that out of the way, and now we're on to like we're gonna get into real like wacky worlds after this.
Yeah. Uh, Nick Everhart, sorry this one didn't work out. Hope your directing career is going better than your wrong movie writer career. All right, well, Jory, where can the people find you online?
You can find me online anywhere Jories are found at No I'm Jory, except for Blue Sky, where I'm Jory.zone. Um, you can see I got posts about things going on. Might get to see my dog. You know, lots. All your favorite Jory updates will be there. You can also find me on my other podcast. We are watching One Piece, where anytime there's a new episode out, we put out, we talk about, record and talk about it. It was me watching for the first time up until 2 years ago with someone who was caught up, and now we're both watching stuff as it's coming out, but they keep up with like the manga and stuff, so they at least like know more about what's going on. And while everything's fresh to me, um, that's all I got going on. What about you?
You can find me on Blue Sky at Punkdyke, Punkdyke. Can't believe nobody had that at. Can't believe that I was not properly informed of how to cruise when I got that at, and thus thought that I could get free drinks on the cruise with that at. I don't know. That was a rough one. And you can find me. You can find the rest of my system on Twitter, or sorry, not well, yes, on Twitter, but not really. On Blue Sky at We Are Alexandra, WeareAlexandra. Post about plural stuff on there, and also a lot about our upcoming bottom surgery because it's all that we're thinking and talking about lately. Uh, and you can find the show on Blue Sky at The Wrong Podcast. Correct?
Yes.
The Wrong Podcast. Uh, and if you enjoyed this show, check out another show on the Moonshot Network. If you like thriller or horror film franchise dives, host I host a show that's kind of on indefinite hiatus, Video Victims, where my friend Nicole and I watched all of the Saw movies and then all of the Paranormal Activity movies. And if you like film to movie adaptations, my rec for this episode is checking out Unnatural Selection, starring our friend Emma Crabmoney.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so I think that's it. Until next time, I guess you just listened to the wrong podcast.
Hey, Nessa.
Hey, Marn.
Hey, Jacqueline.
Hey, Emma. What's your favorite scary movie?
I mean, we all know it's Jaws. What about you, Nessa?
Recency bias? Sinners.
I mean, Sinners is great. I'm a really big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wait. This isn't a podcast about movies. This is Dead Teen House Party, a podcast where we talk about slasher TV shows.
Each of our episodes, we cover a few episodes of a show, summarizing, discussing, and talking about our most and least valuable survivors.
Releasing occasionally. Brought to you by the Moonshot Network.
Don't get stabbed.
Hi, my name is Kiefer, and I'm the host of Select and Start, a video game-centric podcast on the Moonshot Network. In each episode of Select and Start, I bring on a guest to talk about their history and relationship with the medium of video games, followed by an in-depth discussion about a meaningful and memorable game that made an impact on their life. These guests are people with wildly different levels of experience with video games, including people with published books about games, developers, games journalists, streamers, educators, and just gamers, both hardcore and casual. We talk about games from all platforms and genres, whether they're big or small, long or short, old or new. We talk about them, what they mean to our guests, and how readily available they are for people who want to play them today. Because games are an art form that should be preserved. And like other forms of art, video games have changed lives, and have had some wonderful guests with incredible stories about that. You can check out Select and Start wherever you check out your other Moonshot podcasts. Just select an episode and press start. All right, I think that's it. Enjoy the rest of your show.